Size38 stand where the mission is funny. Today we're doing Chrissy D, Size38 waist. And the Size38 waist, interesting title. I thought that because, I mean, he said before that he's got chips or whatever, so I figured that it was kind of a surprise that he wears a man size. Because, I mean, where else are you going to put chips but like flare jeans? But Size38 waist, boys. And me personally, I haven't really seen any of Chrissy D's stand-up. I've seen podcasts and stuff, obviously, with tips. But I watched the beginning of his JRE episode recently, and I think that I inherited anxiety from him. It was insane. I turned it off. I was like, oh my God. I'm surprised Rogan didn't walk out. Rogan's like, bro, pick up a kettlebell and shut your up. But anyway, I don't know much about his stand-up. I'm interested to see how it goes. You know, these guys are always preparing their whole lives, and they're always writing for hours on end, and they're always really breaking down the jokes and taking them piece by piece, boys. So, you know, I'm always interested to see how does that turn out when you're working that hard and you're really putting your all into it like they say they do, and it's the most important thing in your whole world. It better be good, buddy. So we're going to give him a grade. We're going to see how it pans out, how it shakes out, and I'm intrigued. So let's do it, boys.
Cuz, you sure you should be eating that much meat before a show?
Cuz meats and sweets is what I need to feed my chips. It's just how I roll.
Excuse me, do you know where the nearest farmer's market is?
Farmer's market? There's no farms. You're in New York. It's just Puerto Ricans and pizza.
Stop microaggressing us.
What are you saying? Microaggressing?
Microaggressing.
Yeah. When you masturbate, do you just go...
Chris!
Whoa!
What are you doing out here? You should be inside getting ready.
Whoa!
Chaz Palminteri?
I told you I know Chaz Palminteri. These kids always think I'm lying. Chaz.
He knows me.
Thank you so much for introducing me. You know I love you, babe. The show is going to be great tonight. It's going to knock your socks off. I promise you that.
I can't see the show, Chris. I'm heading over to see Arcade Fire do a secret show in Bushwick. I'll see you fellas at the venue.
Yeah.
Wheatgrass cleans you out.
Yo, Brooklyn has changed.
I want to cry.
Let's have a good show.
Yeah, let's go be funny.
I locked the doors and now you can't leave, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this is really one funny guy. Give it up for Chris Distefano!
All right, so the intro. He chose to do an intro. That's fine. But he chose to make it a cinematic intro where it's completely scripted. He actually like hired a dude who's an actor to assist him, which like he got Chaz Palminteri. And I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I'm from New York personally, and I don't give a about Chaz Palminteri. This is so weird. It's such a weird thing. So, yeah, they do the scripted thing. Oh, Chris. And then Chaz Palminteri in the same outfit from the scripted thing that they shot months ago, of course, comes out in the same outfit because, you know, fake continuity. And then he does a dumb, corny joke because obviously it's got nothing to do with comedy. What does this have to do with jokes, bro? Like, I would have respected it more if he like let his dad do it or something. I would have been like, wow, that's sweet. But the Chaz Palminteri thing, buddy, we don't know why that is. Do you guys know why that is? I thought it was cheap. Like, bro, you trying to get points in your intro for being funny by knowing a dude, like a mob movie guy? People that like mob movies, it's like only people that were never tough in real life, I think. So might lose a few subs with that one, you know. I'm at about 4, so leave. I don't give a fuck.
Listen, you guys, great crowd, great energy, you know, and it's mostly, well, It's mostly white people, so that's surprising, you know? Because usually when it's kind of almost all white, it's not as great as it is. But you guys, yeah, it's good. I'm white, you know. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to be white, right? I mean, I deal with it, but, you know, I have white issues. Yeah. Eczema, you know? I mean, scoliosis, gluten allergies, all that. Moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. You know what I'm talking about, right? White ailments. You know, you got ailments, and you got the ointments that help with the ailments, but, you know.
All right. The opener. He starts out with some run-of-the-mill white guy material, which, as a man with dandruff, I can relate to what he's saying, and I'm about white as they come. So, I mean, if anybody's going to relate to the white, it'd be me, but guess who hated it? This guy. So, yeah, like, all the references were, like, so generic. What was it? It was, what do we got? Gluten, kale, peanut allergy. I mean, what's next, dude? You do pumpkin spice, maybe the live, laugh, love sign. Like, it's pretty hacky, you know. Next.
Now, no, the new man. Because the other day I saw a guy, he was like legit 45 years old going to work on a scooter. He was on a scooter. You've probably seen these people. Suit, helmet, scooter. Grown man, probably with a family. Not a Vespa. Are you guys thinking I'm saying, I'm not talking about machinery, I'm talking about a fucking scooter. Just doing this. Grown man, like this, smiling, just gliding down the street. I was like, do you think your wife's not cheating on you? You know? I mean, like, yeah. Why would she not be cheating on you? Like, you know, I can't think of reasons she wouldn't be cheating on you. I was with my boys. I was like, do you think this guy's wife's cheating on him? They were like, yeah, we bang his wife. That's why we're here, dude. We don't know why you're here, but we're here for the gangbang. Yeah. Just think about your father. Think about that man right now. Could you imagine if he left the house one day on a scooter? Think about your dad, dude. Think about. Could you imagine? I would look at my mother and be like, listen to me, Dad's gone, okay? Just do me a favor, forget about Dad, okay?
Now, right about here, it occurred to me, I'm watching this, and I'm like, is that like the third commercial I've seen? I'm like, I mean, I realize I've been pausing it, but I'm about 5 minutes in, and I'm like, all right, I think that's 3 commercials. And I'm like, that's how he paid Chaz. Huh? All makes sense. I'm here to break it down so you don't have to. All right, this part I liked, and it's about a dude going to work on a Razor scooter. And I know this. As a man, and you guys know this, you're all dudes, not a single chick. You dudes know this. Any dude that's riding around on a Razor scooter, his wife's cheating on him big time. And come on, am I right, boys? I mean, come on. Razor says here, cheated on big time. And that's in the stats. So, gets in the stats. So,
This is the type of white I want to be. Yeah. I'm in my fucking boat, man. I'm flying around this selling cocaine. I'm the white man. I'm the boat man. I'm thinking mother flying around this in a boat plane. I'm a white man. Put his scope up. I don't give a I fly that boat up. Yeah.
But anyway, the scooter, back to the scooter. Can you imagine my dad in 1995 on a scooter on his way to pour concrete all day? I mean, there's no cup holder on that thing. Like, how's he gonna set his beer? And, you know, like, I don't even know if you're allowed to say the N-word on a scooter. And I don't think that's been studied, but I haven't seen anybody say it on a scooter. And I've spent a lot of time on a scooter, and Well, jury's still out, I guess.
But yeah, beautiful, my baby. 2 years old. Half Puerto Rican, half Italian. That's a mix right there. Yes, some of you? Puerto Rican and Italian? Yeah. Yeah. I named her West Side Story. That's what I wanted to do. It's like it fits. She gets mad. I'm like, West Side? You know? Get over here, West Side! Yeah, that's a real New York thing to do. Italians, Puerto Ricans, little babe. And listen, those are emotional cultures. Italians and the Puerto Ricans, I have a dramatic, emotional little babe. I have a problem on my hands.
Commercial. All right, so here we are. We're in the middle of the show. He's talking about his half Italian, half Puerto Rican baby. And I'm like, you know, me being I received a stereotype scholarship in 2008. So I know that. So me, I'm like, oh, I know where he's going with this. He's going to say that she's emotional and out of control. And I'm not saying that's the truth. I'm just saying I've studied what other people think to be the truth. And spoiler, bro. I mean, come on. You can't be that predictable. You just can't. And because if I know where you're going with it, it's a little hack. Like exactly what you're going to say makes it a little hack. And I am a stereotype scholar. Specialist. But I mean, that's not cheating. I'm here to do this, man. This is what I do. All right? So, yeah, we know where you were going before you even finished setting it up. And you spent all year on this?
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, because, you know, she's a toddler, but she's a woman. She's just a miniature baby woman. Already has opinions, you know, doesn't take what I say at face value. She's very suspicious. Like, this girl's my whole pride and joy, everything to me. And she's, like, generally annoyed at everything I do.
All right, so it continues on, and he's talking about his daughter, of course, because anybody with a kid has to only talk about their kid and their family life, and that's all that even happens in the world, I guess. But it's like I'm listening, and he's talking about like all this stuff. It's like his daughter's like, what do you say, 4 and 3, and he's just saying that she's saying this stuff and doing this stuff, and she's not, dude. Lies, bro. He's just like taking anything that his like sassy Puerto Rican baby mama does. He's just like, man, wouldn't it be hilarious if my 3-year-old kid said that and did that? Like, I guess. But that's kind of like a cheap premise. Oh, well, what if a kid said, kids say the darndest things, bro. I used to watch that in 92. Jesus, Christmas. So yeah, dude, she might act like that in 5 years, but we don't believe you, bro. And you have to like kind of like believe it for it to be funny. And if you're talking comedy special funny, do better.
Always, like, I'll come home, she'll be like, look who decided to show up. Look. She stands there on angles, like she learned how to walk 5 minutes ago. She's standing there like that with her pacifier, smoking it like a cigarette. Whose crayon is this? It's not my crayon, so like, do you have another family? Or, because it's just interesting to me that this is not my crayon. Go be with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking crazy. Did you forget you have a family? I'm like, I've been gone for 10 minutes.
Next, we got more jokes about his daughter, and they're exaggerated, and it's kind of a cheat, and it's a lot. It's a lot, bro. Other shit is funny, bro. We don't care about your kids, dude. My God.
If you don't have a child, it's okay, but you're just not a parent. I'm sorry. I was in one of these new Brooklyn coffee shops, and this guy was like, you have to respect my right as a parent, even though I don't have children. I was like, no, I don't. That's genuinely like the definition of having a parent is having being a parent is having a child, and you don't have a child. He's like, well, I have cats. I'm like, good for you. Like, I like animals too, but it's not the same thing. Okay, I mean, if I threw your cat off a balcony tomorrow, I would get a high five from a cop. Just boom, and maybe a summons. It depends. It depends if they're trying to fill a quota, but it wouldn't be an issue.
Commercial. Things don't get very serious here on I Sit You Stand. But this next part really irked me. He said that cat dads are not real dads. And he said that he would throw a cat off of a balcony and no one would say anything about it. When I hear that type of horror on a comedy special, do you know how that makes me feel? The pure disrespect to us as cat dads is unacceptable, and the discrimination needs to stop. It needs to stop.
The odds she beat were incredible. I mean, she survived as an embryo. We couldn't survive as fully grown adults. No way. 15 morning after pills, my kid beat every single one. Yeah. She was just down there like, no daddy, no daddy, no daddy. She grew arms 2 months ahead of schedule to swat away Plan Bs like Dikembe Mutombo. She's like, no, not today. He's fucking, yeah. She didn't care. Yeah. We would throw him down there, she would throw him back out.
Commercial. Alright, so in between all this other, we got anxiety material. If you didn't see that coming, go check out his JRE episode and you'll see what's really going on. This guy's nuts, like 100% nuts. But anyway, the anxiety material, bro, I'm so tired of hearing the word anxiety. Everybody gets anxious. It's just some people. It's all it is. All it is. Okay? Not good. Mediocre, hacky anxiety material.
Back-to-back World War champs. I didn't create that. I don't want to take credit. I did not write that. But I have a t-shirt. I legit bought a t-shirt that says back-to-back World War champs. This is why people hate us as a country, okay? I mean, it's just, look no further than that. Why the rest of the world hates us. We're making garments that proudly say back-to-back World War champs. I wear it. I'm not going to lie to you. I wear it. Put that on every 4th of July. That's what I do. Put it on, fly to Japan, walk around the airport, never forget, and then I fly back home. That's what I do. Can't come to your barbecue. Can't come.
All right, next, we got some points. He's back in the game. He came through with a little bit of make people mad comedy, and that's what I like. If it's something about a joke, if people are pissed off about it, it's at least one and a half to 2 times as funny to me. So he said on 4th of July, I like to take myself a little trip and I wear my back-to-back World War Champions t-shirt. And you know where I go? I take myself a nice day trip and I go to Japan. And I'm like, Jesus. Jeez, bro. I mean, but dude, something about a tragedy that just, it makes it, something about the danger of the joke or knowing that people are so upset. Don't ask me why. It makes it way funnier. So, I mean, have you ever heard the one about a certain elementary school, Schmandy by a guy named Alex Jones? I heard that was like $1 billion joke. All right, got it? Anyway, so I'm in English class. I'm in 9th grade. My buddy, some girl with him. Oh, here he goes. Whoa, goofy guy. He's like 6'4". Bing! Smacks our female teacher straight in the face. Now, I instantly start laughing. She's crying. So Didn't look good. But I'm like, I'm good, man. I mean, laughing. I mean, what's wrong with that? I'm allowed to laugh here. Am I right? No, not right. I got sent right to the office with Mr. Goofball, Mr. Goofy McGee. Me and that guy we both got in, I think, just as much trouble. But, you know, something about it, dude. Something about it in the moment where people are very bothered. And I'm like, oh, this is good. This is good. And it's like an instinct. I mean, I don't decide to laugh. I mean, I would have probably held that one in. She's crying. I'm looking nuts out here laughing. Well, what are you going to do, dude? So, yeah, I give him points. Japanese back-to-back World War champs shirt going through just to wear it and walk through the airport and come back. All right, I give it to you.
Yeah, dude, my dad's a great guy, but, you know, look, some people, they're not going to understand, like, the new world, and that they're just not going to be progressive. Like, they're never going to be woke. It's just they're asleep forever. It's like, just not going to do it. Just move on. Like, you're never going to get my dad to understand. He just thinks everybody's gay. So my dad's thing, he's like, well, it's everybody's gay now, Chris. I'm like, nobody's gay. He's like, you're gay. I'm like, I'm not gay. And then he'll just look at me. I'm like, am I gay? I mean, like...
Commercial. All right, so next he says, my dad is never going to be progressive, and he actually thinks I'm gay. And I'm like, you're gay. Does somebody have to open the door and drag you out of the closet themselves? I mean, knowing him, he would give him a little peck, drag him into the closet, slam the door back shut so his dad didn't see. Like, how much of a bigot do you think his dad is, being from old Staten Island, that he won't come out of the closet, that he's so cemented to the floor of this closet because he is so very obviously gay, says it every single time he opens his mouth, I think, and it's fine, bro. It's like a thing now. You're cooler if you're gay. You know, verdict's been made. Gay's cool, trans cool. Straight's gay. Or something. I mean, right? Right? Fuck, I'm lost.
You know, tried to have a conversation with my dad about that. I'm like, what am I supposed to do, Dad? Now she's taking the brush out of my bag. He goes, you have a brush, you homo? I'd walk up to be like, hey, buddy, what do you do for a living? He's like, this kid's asking me 1,000 questions. I'm like, that's my first question, you know?
So, we're rocking, we're rolling, we're about halfway through the special, and it occurs to me, does anyone do comedy where it's not just like, I'm white, so you know I do this, I'm Indian, so my mom made me do this and this. Well, me personally, I'm Mexican, so my mom hit me with her chocolatas. Bro. Guys. You said you worked on it all year. No one even asked this. No one asked how long you wrote, how long each day you sat down. No one asked you to tell everybody it's super hard. Nobody asked for any of that. So you sold that. Now you're over here talking about your wife. My daughter's Puerto Rican and Italian, so you know she's emotional. Like,
It's kind of just good to see my dad older now, like 70-something years old. He just doesn't care anymore. It's good, freeing, relaxing kind of guy. Like, I went to his house the other day. He was open the door, tighty-whitey underwear.
Commercial.
Stain on the front of his underwear.
All right, so the next one was a good one. He's talking about how his dad has a front skid mark, a misplaced skid mark, just right in the front. Mark. So he's like, what the heck is going on? But I may have an explanation. So hear me out. Old people, they're not showering every day unless they're getting dirty at work, which they're retired, so they're not working. So, you know, it's not every day you're showering. So, you know, you get your PJs, get your jammies. You pick your jammies out, and when you're taking off the rest, what you do, you take your tighties and you do a little maintenance wipe on the beehole. And now, you're hoping that there's not going to be a skid mark. You know, it's not your aim to ruin your tighties. But we're not making any promises here. So, Personally, I think that the case of the mystery stain has been solved, and I deem his dad to be completely justified. I do that.
And they watch men. They are designed to watch men. Watching, waiting. That's what they do. They make excellent NFL referees. I think if you had Puerto Rican girls reffing the games, you'd have 0 missed calls the whole season because they see everything. That's just what they... Could you imagine they were the refs? They would be right there like, you out of bounds, stupid. No. No. Yeah.
Commercial. Next, we got a good premise, decent joke, and he's talking about women should be NFL referees because they catch you doing anything. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense on the surface, but women have a hard time separating reality from their emotions. So, yeah, both feet were in bounds, but me personally, I don't feel that he deserves the points. Like, I had my girl in a checkmate, boy. I had her cornered in this argument. Verbally. And she knew it. She checkmate. She knew it. I knew it. Checkmate. So you know what she does? She says, that's all true, but my emotions are valid. And I was like, I had to break that down into man talk. I was like, what would that even mean? Oh, means that no matter what, they're right.
Jesus, always, I'm a comic, travel, go on the road. I would, come home, be all excited to see everybody, and she would take the brush out of my bag. First, a brush out of my bag and look through every bristle for hairs.
Kind of a side note, but very important. He said he brings a brush on the road with him. A hair brush, not a toothbrush. Toothbrush, I'll let you have it. Hairbrush? I'm sorry, you're straight, man. Ready? Brushed. Use your hands, bro. You see these? The hands of a man. Brushed. You don't need it. He's gay. Rest my case. Gay.
Canada was interesting. I was in Edmonton, Canada, and they have the biggest population of Somalian people outside of Somalia live in Edmonton, Canada. That's a fact. And then I went to their mall, and in the middle of their mall, they have this huge pirate ship. I'm like, how do you have the Somalians, and then you have the pirate ship? Don't get mad when one of them jumps on the ship and goes, look at me, I'm your captain now. And then raids the H&M. There was a lot of steps to that joke. Okay, I did, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to tie in Somalians, Captain Phillips reference. You didn't thought I said salami. You were like, what? I could go for some prosciutto.
Okay, right here we have a genuine bomb, and he recorded, I'm sure, like 2 to 4 of these. He's got money, so you know that he probably recorded a few, and because they usually do, usually 2, sometimes 4, but whatever. That's it. He bombed with the Edmonton, Canada joke. This guy thought that the people in the crowd gave a about Edmonton, Canada. Took him on this long journey about how there's Somalian people there, and then the whole thing was just to make a "I'm the captain now" joke. That was weird. I'm the Captain Phillips joke. Woo! And then after it bombs, I'm not the only one. Everybody else oh, you're doing the I'm the captain thing. That was 10 years ago. And then he tries to talk his way out of it. Kept all this in the special. Huh? And he said, oh, there's a lot to that joke, so you guys must have. Nah, it was all of you. It was all of you. No one got it in the whole room. All right. Cut it. Cut it.
No, I'm sorry. By the way, I called you dude in the beginning. I did not mean to assume your gender. I apologize. Because...
Okay. I'm back. I'm a little upset. So, this whole special has been pretty much half Puerto Rican jokes, half Italian jokes. And I'm like, is this Sebastian Mencia? Or is this a guy that's a comic? Like, he was a comic before this happened, before the Puerto Rican stuff. What was he even talking about? I don't know. But I do know there's one man who gets to make racial wife jokes and do a racial impression of his wife, and it's Bill Burr. Am I right? Huh? You'd love to see it. I mean, come on.
Dude, I knew it. Listen, we live in a good. I knew straight white guys were going down. I knew it. About 3-4 years ago, I said, time's up. That's when I started using time's up. I knew it. That's why I have a Puerto Rican daughter. I did it for my career. Oh, yeah. Anytime anybody's like, what do you have to say, you straight white male piece? I'm like, have you met Julissa? All right, guys, have a nice night. Thank you very much.
Commercial. And then we got his closer. Not very good, bro. Not very good. Assume your gender is one of the most played out tropes in America right now. It's so played out that my deceased grandfather told me he was, quote, sick of it 5 years ago before he passed. So take that how you want it, but boop. Not good. And then he's like, oh, I have a Puerto Rican daughter for my career. And it's like, you said the quiet part out loud. I mean, we're all thinking it. And if it's not true, it should be, because my God, buddy. My God. It says right here that you just do an impersonation of your baby mama and put it in your daughter's body. That's the closer? Why I oughta. Even the crowd was like, wait, you're leaving? I paid money for this. Never again. Can't believe I liked History of Hyenas. That's what this is. Commercial. Okay, boys. Now the important part. How did he do? We went through it. You know, we went through the good and the bad, the happy, the sad. I'm out of rhymes. But anyway, he did okay. You know, like, this is going to happen sometimes. You know, like, with all the podcasts that there are out there, you're going to, there's going to be some people that are really funny on a podcast. And and it's always interesting to see, okay, when I give them a whole year to figure out what's funny and then to practice it on millions of people throughout the country all year long, I'm interested to see what they come up with. Like, how, these guys are breaking down, they're crunching the words. It's like a science to them, okay? So anyway, here we go. So it was starting out. Intro was fucking corny. It was very corny. Now, he didn't get a 0 because that's when you don't do an intro. That's a cop-out. But I give him a 1 for the effort. So there's that. Clothing. He wore, like, it looked like, I think, the Joe Rogan special, only he's a actual, like, physically grown man. So it fit him a little better. But I think he was wearing Joe Rogan's shirt from Rogan's special, the one that was bad. So it was, run of the mill, 3 out of 5. Nothing bad. He wasn't trying too hard. Meh. Venue, theater in Brooklyn. Patrice knows that one. He knows that one. Come on. So anyway, it was in Brooklyn. It was at a theater. No problems with it. Not like Shane Gillis, where he had music coming on halfway through it. Like, everything went smooth. It looked decent. So, and it's in Brooklyn. He's keeping it real. Even though I think he's from Staten Island. But anyway, decent. 3. When it comes to the platform, now it's on YouTube, okay, but YouTube's like, and whatever. But I took a one away because it's on Comedy Central's channel. It's like, bro, you have your own channel. Did you really need the boost of the 2.5 mil subs on Comedy Central's channel? I mean, it's kind of lame. I don't know. I know that he's like Mr. TV boy, and he's like really trying to still do it the way that people did it in like 2000. But I don't know about the whole Comedy Central channel thing, so I give him a 2. So on the first section, he was at a 9 out of 20. Meh, whatever. So on the good v bad jokes, like I was saying, I really like him as a podcaster, and it's whatever. I don't watch every ep, but when it comes to the good versus bad, he broke even. And I know that that doesn't sound bad, but when we're trying, when you're a professional comedian, we're here to laugh. You break even on the bombs versus the notable jokes that have made me laugh. It's not that good, bro. I mean, the whole thing was pretty underwhelming, and it was a lot of cliches, which in facto hack, a little bit hack. So he got a 20 out of 50. Oh, that hurt coming up. That's gonna hurt going down, I'll tell you that. So getting to the hack level, like I was saying, it was quite hacky. Mostly cliches, very surface level. I mean, really disappointing, because I like the dude, and I know he's got anxiety. This is gonna give him more anxiety. Dude, he's gonna have to go on Rogan again and talk another 3 hours, because it's gonna hurt his feelings. Not very good, bro. Very predictable. Like, when I know where you're going with a joke, how the hell am I supposed to laugh at that when I already know what you're about to say, and it's not even funny anyway? Okay, it's just a lot of cultural comedy. Okay, and I don't like that. I don't like Joe Coy. I don't like Sebastian Maniscalco. And there's a reason why I haven't done their specials, because I already know how I feel about them, and I already know I hate the comedy that they do, and it's like, not even, what am I going to do? Come in here and tell you it sucked? You guys know that. You guys aren't Sebastian Maniscalco fans. I mean, who is? You have to be like, what, a 55 in Italian? Exactly. So anyway, it wasn't very good. Quite hacky. I'm having a hard time deciding, but it was pretty hacky. So I'm gonna go with, I'll give him, let's see, it's 5 out of 20. And it's gonna hurt. But I mean, come on. You're professional. You spent all year on it. Closer and opener. I'm white. Cow salad. Peanut butter allergy. Okay, bro. Very mediocre. So opener, 2.5 out of 5. Closer, also very mediocre. Just more of the same. Making up about his daughter and what she said. She didn't say that. All right. So mediocre again. 2.5 out of 5. So altogether, closer and opener, we got 5 out of 10. So let's add this up, shall we? Oh my god! All right, this is funny, and if I had went through earlier and figured it out before I talked to you, I find this out when you find this out. So he got not a 38, okay. He got a 39. Yeah, dude. I can't believe it's that close to a 38. Oh. Should we round down? It seems like we should round down. But he got a 39, so right there on the bottom of his scorecard. And yes, that's the lowest that we've had here on the show. We haven't been here long, but you guys are longtime fans, and you expected more out of him, and I did too. I mean, a 39 is quite a bit below passing. I mean, we all know 69 is passing. 39 is not good, bro. It's not good, bro. I understand you got kids, but I mean, if all your material is about your kids, then you can't blame the kids for not being able to write comedy, right? They are your comedy. So, dude, 39 out of 100. Ooh, Chrissy D. Chrissy D. I don't know who I should do next, okay? I will tell you, some of these people, they make their specials unavailable. So, like, I go to do my thing and download them so I could use them and edit them and give you guys the breakdown. And it says, F you. We don't want you to. They're scared. It's pure fear, bro. Andrew Schultz. That was going to be my first one. Scared. That was before he had a stupid haircut. Whew, he definitely don't want to see me now. Ooh. Fade your damn haircut, bro. It's awful. So anyway, yeah, I couldn't do his. I couldn't do Cat Williams. Man, I want to do some Cat Williams. You imagine? Ooh, man, he's in the searches and shit. I got no fans, bro. So yeah, I want to do Cat Williams. Can't do that. I want to do, dude, I should do a Joe Rogan. But I'm kind of biased. I already think that it's not good. So, but I mean, come on, man. He's the man, right? He's the man. He's in the elite of comedy. You know who he performs with? Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle. Joseph Rogan. Whew. I'm not talking about height. I'm talking about level in comedy. You believe that? Dave Chappelle. Joseph Rogan. Whew. Same ticket. Woo! Holy. Chris D, do better. Don't get too anxious. You can always call me. We can discuss this. Maybe we can negotiate. Huh? Have your people call my people. Thank you, boys. Commercial. 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 Commercial.